tonight? Good. You ready for finals? That's right. Yeah. Just remember what I said in the one announcement. It's your chance to show off. Yeah, so it's like with this character that I'm working on right now, it's actually one of my own. Um, so the assignment itself doesn't really call for character design. It's for my creative thinking class. And we have to do a project on a creative process and talk about our thoughts with the creative process and everything like that. The execution is open though because the original assignment, there isn't enough time in the summer variant really for the original project. So he's like, this could be whatever execution, whatever presentation you want to do. Just post a proposal and I'll let you know if it's okay or not. And I was like, oh, let me do a magazine article on character design because why not? Gives me a chance to work on my characters, right? And so he's like, yeah, you know what, Rochelle, like that's totally cool. I was like, one more question, can I produce my own graphics? And he's like, yes, you can. And I'm like, yes. So this whole week is supposed to be like just the peer reviews, which is fine. So I'm using this week to produce all the graphics, and then next week or the next module, I'm going to compile the article. So it's lots of fun. And with this character, I had to show a little bit of restraint because she does have a very metal, very gothy kind of personality. But I have to show restraint because she's not well off. It's not like she can just go to the clothing store and get some smazzy special cut leather corset or anything like that. Um, so I have to tone that down but still implement it. So that's where I kind of played around for a bit. And so right now I'm on the preliminary sketch and I'm almost done with it, and then I'm going to do color comps. So this is all just like very quick. I anticipate redesigning her next year, which is totally fine. Like I'm totally cool with that. But this, it's a good start. It's a good start. But then, so yeah, I'm gonna do the color comps, and then once I do that, I'm gonna move on to a final, prettier, smazzier. So I'm gonna probably end up doing a painting, but I'm not gonna have it fully rendered. So I'm gonna do it very stylized, I guess you can say. So I'm just playing around. I'm just trying to see what comes out of it, to be completely honest. Totally just playing around, actually. Because I didn't even really need to do all this. He's like, you can look up examples for, of character designs and stuff. And I was like, yeah, but I want to make my own. So totally just playing around for my final. Okay, that's good enough for preliminary. So, actually, let me go ahead and rename all the layers. I had done this on my iPad at first, and on Adobe Fresco, and I pulled it up via the cloud. And is it still working out fine for you? And yes, I agree. Now, if you get A's in a class, it doesn't matter what A it is. Um, it counts as 4.0. So even if it's an A minus, that still brings up your average. But me personally, I'm happy in the low A's, high B's, because I'm here to learn. And if I start out in like a low B or flat B, then it's like, okay, I know I still have a lot to learn, and I try to finish strong. So if I'm able to raise my grade through the semester up to an A, that makes me happy because then it's like I'm learning. That's why I'm here. So that's what I shoot for every class, every semester. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, like I like how a lot of the professors do it here, where it's like, yo, you get an A if you're doing professional level work. It's like, yeah, you know, an A plus is, it's definitely you're hitting the industry standards in the class, at least with the class parameters. Um, but even when I get A's, it's usually a flat or low, and that's fine with me because I still got lots of practice to do and I still got lots of learning to do. Don't get me down at all. Which, I mean, like, that kind of makes sense when they say that, but, to say, oh, you did everything, like, the way that at least the Academy looks at it is sees you're doing just what's required. Essentially, you're. Oh, okay, good. At least you're not the only one. Now, it's good when other people see that. Because even professors have stuff to learn too. Interesting. Hmm. And that's in the grad program, so. And at least he was, I mean, like, trying to see the silver lining here. At least he was engaged, because there are professors out there that they're not working with their students at all. It's like, do you even want to be here? Like, do you even want to be teaching? Because it seems like you really hate it and you won't do it, but you still demand to get paid for it. But I haven't run into one of those at the academy. I've liked all my professors. But tell me what you're doing for your Moana project. Tell me what your. Okay, so that's your content. What's your goal with it? What's your message with it? I would definitely, uh, look into the Polynesian and Samoan cultures. Look into their mythology, because it definitely is symbolic. I don't recall enough off the top of my head to say exactly what. But yeah, just Google and research, mythology in those areas, and for sure you'll come up with material that'll help you build that up. Because when you understand their mythology and their symbolism, that really helps you understand the message and helps you with your analysis. Yep. Yeah, that is one thing I definitely have to hand it to them. And not just with Moana is yeah, their use of symbolism, even if it's just in the names. Like, there's so many little Easter eggs everywhere, and it's wonderful to watch. Oh yeah, I really loved that class. That was so fun. And you learn so much out of it. And it's, you don't think how important it is to analyze the development of art. Not just Renaissance masters. Like that's what I loved about that class was that it's the past 100 years of art, and to see how everything developed and evolved, and to analyze, the stylistic priorities. And no, it was awesome. It was awesome. Oh, what? You gotta send that to me. I'm excited to see it. Where are you posting it at? Oh my god, I didn't know you had to. Oh, I love it. I love it. Definitely gonna watch that tonight. Yes. I just started my YouTube channel, and I gotta. I kind of have it figured out how to port from Twitch, but like I just figured it out. So I'm hoping this one will be a successful YouTube upload. Other than that, though, I posted my since I did my anatomy assignment on my iPad, I did the time lapse for it for the dog's muscles, And it looks kind of cool. I mean, it's kind of boring because I didn't edit it or anything like that, but it's still kind of cool. Yes. Hold on, let me pull that up real quick for you. There we go. Yeah, they really did. Holy cow. There we go. No, I'm excited because you know I love tinkering, so. And oh my god, Trevor. Oh, it was. Last week I got my hands on a tiny Morpho butterfly. Like, normally, Morphos are like about this tall, so double wide. But the little one is like this big. I'm like, oh my god, yes. Yes, I want him. And yeah, it was just a little tiny cute little thing. Don't know what I'm gonna do with them yet, but when the time comes, my little pygmy Morpho will shine brightly. Yeah, and I think that's something that people also look for is I'll look at them. I'll look at them and I'll tell you. I'll give you my analysis. See if we can pinpoint what people enjoy about it. We'll analyze. You think with how much we analyze, we'd get sick of it. Oh, thank you. It's definitely not 100% accurate. Like, I know the muscles around the hindquarters, I definitely messed those up. And then a couple in the arms don't look right. So I'm going to adjust that before I turn in the final one. For sure. And I've been kind of playing. Actually, I can pull that up real quick. I've been playing with the surface features a little bit. Let's see here. Can I not? Okay, here's what we'll do. I'm gonna do the thing. There we go. So I'm kind of trying a new coloring brush in Fresco. So I'm just playing around with it at this point. Let me see here. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. So I gotta adjust. Yeah. Here's me playing. Different brushes. Oh, there it is. There we go. What are you? Eee. You're just the whole thing? Whatever. Yeah, so on the surface, I kind of adjusted for what I'm missing. And I'll fix it. Yes, I shall fix it. But I still learned, like, a heck of a lot with it. And then I think the next animal we're doing is our choice. You know, we do have restrictions, like we can't do an octopus type thing. But I think I'm gonna do a bird. Like, nobody would have guessed that I'd want to do a bird. Haven't decided what bird, but you know, definitely get it. And like, one of the reasons why I want to do a bird as opposed to a feline is, you know, just how different the anatomy is. You know, it's a totally different structure from standard terrestrial forelegs. And so with the professor there, I'm like, you know, how out at the ballpark, besides a platypus, can I get while I have the professor there to, you know, to critique me and correct me. So that was just my thoughts with it. Oh, I'm happy I could help. Now, in terms of story archetypes, you know, so it's like, okay, let's look at the hero's journey and, you know, the character archetypes. What would you classify The Ring as far as story components? I mean, it's definitely the villain. You know, it's portal to the villain or connection to the villain, but in itself, you know, it's not it's not necessarily the Grail. You know what? I'm gonna do this one all leather. Why? Because I can. It should just be slightly different. Let's see here. Yeah, good. Actually, let me make it just. There you go. Yeah, yeah, very true. Oh my god, what was it called? Uh, Hold on. Let me go to the library real quick. That's bothering me. And I have no idea where the one I wanted is. That's fine. Let's see. Oh, I think it's the Boon. That's what I was thinking of. Crossing of the return threshold. Rescue from without. Sorry, I'm going backwards. Yeah, the ultimate boon. I think that's the step that I was thinking of. I want to say that's what I was thinking of, but may or may not be relevant. No, that's not what I was thinking of. Gosh dang it. You know what? I'm going to remember randomly, either tonight or tomorrow, what it is I'm trying to think of to tell you, and you will just get a random message in all caps. I figured it out! Just saying. You were warned. Yeah, you kind of make me want to watch it again, you butt. No, and okay, so I got mad because I like to throw stuff on in the background while I'm working. Especially if I'm like relaxing to art, I'll just throw a show on and on my iPad, and I'll just be like sprawled out on the couch like no one's business. And I just finished Cursed, and I'm mad because the second season isn't out yet. It's really good. Okay, then here's what I do. I'm gonna go super dark for the boots. And I also, I just saw this little, like one of those little Facebook videos, like the 3 little minute reviews, and it was a real doctor reviewing the first episode of the ABC TV show The Good Doctor. And the summary of his review was, okay, medically it's very accurate. And he loves their portrayal from an autistic perspective. And he's like, it really raises, awareness about being able to live with the condition and stuff. And he's like, they did dramatize some parts, but doing a TV show. So he's like, but it was engaging enough for him that he's like, oh, I'm gonna keep watching it, But But so I was like, you know what? I need a show to take my mind off of Cursed, right? It was interesting because Cursed uses, at this point, the cliche, oh, back in Camelot with King Arthur and Guinevere and Morgana and all them, and, Merlin, and, totally on its own track. Like, the main tangent, so to speak, so it's, instead of it being, oh, the quest for the Holy Grail, or, oh, the quest for Excalibur, it's, the church coming in and screwing stuff up as usual, and killing everything that isn't God-given, as usual. But then, there's the Fae, they call them, which is just magical creatures, magical humans. And it's kind of interesting because, they got the snake species, and they got the, and they got the fawns, and they got, so they got a whole, they put a lot of work into it. They really did. But anyway, so it's essentially the church versus the Fae. And the main character comes into possession of Excalibur, the Excalibur cliche, essentially. However, and this is where their twist, this is where their tangent is as well, on top of other things, that it's cursed. The sword of kings is cursed. Yeah. Yeah, and everyone wants it, and so it was interesting. It was cute. I really liked it. It was really good visuals. I also love Skarsgård as just like him as an actor. Like, he's just a great actor. Like, awesome. He does really good at playing crazy drunk people, now that I think about it. You should have your daughter watch it. Same. Oh, I didn't even... No, we did not. Alright. I totally didn't do the straps. That's fine, because it's just preliminary. Let it go. No, it's not. Oh, I love it. Oh my god, yes. Yes. Oh no, there's... Your daughter should get an A+. An A+ for her yearbook. No, and honestly, like, the great thing about Monty Python is, like, everyone doing it is, like, ridiculously intelligent. And it's like, it seems like it's comical and silly, and it's like, and they do have that sense of whimsy a lot of the times. Like, I don't know if you heard John Cleese's thoughts on creativity and management, I think is what that one was. Um, but no, super like, there's a lot of their stuff that I'm like, they got a really damn good point. Like, why don't we listen to them more often? Please and thank you. Yeah. And not just PhD smart, because you can have a PhD and still be a dumbass. Just saying. No, but he's able to put his intelligence into application. You know what I mean? Like the PhD, I wouldn't be surprised, if he did it like above and beyond, and he's just like, okay, it's a thing, and went back to what he's doing. Like, just because he gives me that feeling. Like, I don't know a whole lot on his specific history, but I love watching his lectures and all of, his interviews and stuff. Oh snap! That doesn't surprise me either. Now I'm thinking about it. And I absolutely love his adaptability. Like, actually, all the actors on the cast of Monty Python, you just see them playing so many different roles and so many different personalities. Like, they had such a great time making it, and it just, you could feel it through the screen. So wonderful. Yes, I rewatched them multiple times. No, I do not have any shame. Oh no! He was forever the monster. Oh no. No, no. And if, as much, like, as totally much as I've fallen over adorable things, like you get all of the adorables, like so many dorbs, like I'm overdorbed. Uh, I never fully trust cute things because of that. It's like, he may look cute, but Yeah, yeah, I definitely, I know what you mean, but we still have another day for this module though, but yeah, yeah, no. I mean, like, on occasion, I end up being one of those for the discussions, just because, if I don't get it done in my first round doing the classwork, it doesn't get prioritized. I'm really bad about that. But, yeah, when you're able to start the modules, that it it is so important, especially when someone is competent and smart, that it's like, dude, we can talk about so much stuff throughout the next few days, but no, they post last minute. Yes, there is another day. You almost freaked me out. Like, it's for I scheduled for tomorrow correctly. Yeah, like I maybe have, other than adjusting my anatomy assignment, which I'm gonna do tonight. Like, I maybe have 20 minutes left of homework. I was like, that's it for the module. Yeah, and like what I'm doing now, for the little magazine article, I don't even have to do this, but I want to do this, so I'm doing like way extra early. And yeah. Yeah, so then, yeah, the next module, when we actually put it together and stuff, I don't have to worry about the graphics because I already did them. What? It's crazy talk. I mean, I don't wait until last minute to do all my homework. I am. Spring. Spring is my last semester. And I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, like, I'm definitely still hanging around, though. Like, you best believe I'm still sticking with Drawaholics and whatnot. But I don't know how I feel about not having any more classes. It's just like, there's so much that I enjoy, and I learned so much. I want to go. Yeah. Yeah, and like that's where, like, for mine, my first year, like my first semester, I took two classes, and then my second semester I didn't take any because I was trying to get a job that worked better for me, being in school and whatnot. And that whole semester, I was regretting the shit out of it. Like, I can't even tell you, I was extremely depressed. And like, what am I doing with my life? Um, so then come when my advisor called and it's like, okay, let's get you registered. And I'm like, put me full time. And she's like, are you sure you got, jobs and kids and, you're a big part of your family? Like, are you sure you can handle it? I'm like, I'll make it work. Like, you best believe, put me up for 4. There are some times where I get so swamped I forget how to breathe, but I'll make it work. Because when you love what you do. And what do you mean you think you're halfway through? Are you not able to view that in your degree progress? Like, do you not have the little degree progress pretty pie chart? Yeah. What? No, like I considered not doing this summer, but when I looked at so like last like I planned out most of my degree. You know, my last couple of semesters I left open in terms of what classes I would want to take, you know, based on what's available, what becomes available, that type thing. But you know, like I planned it out to where I only had one liberal art left for each semester. So I did one liberal art each semester for like the past year or two, and then no, the past year, and then I got one more year to go on it. But you know, I questioned doing summer classes. I'm like, this is my senior year. How many classes do I have left after after the 2019-2020 year? And she's like, "Oh, you have 10." And I was like, "Okay, give me a summer then." Cuz it falls perfectly to be, to do the 424. I'll end perfectly in the spring. So I'm like, "I'll take it. I will take it." And during the fall and the spring, do you still take two classes or do you take three? Oh, awesome. Oh, oh, you definitely got to keep me updated. You know, I'm morbidly curious about the grad program. Like, and the anatomy class is really definitely going to help you too. I don't know what the grad program equivalence workload is, um, but yeah, it's super enriching. Especially for us, where we're doing people all the time. Okay, what I'm trying to do right now is I'm just trying to get colors blocked in, and then I'm gonna play around with the paint bucket essentially. Because I have an idea of what I want for her colors. I definitely want them to be much darker palette, definitely low key. Because she doesn't want to be noticed. She doesn't want to be the center of attention. She doesn't want to attract attention. She's had it rough. And so she just tries to get by, get in and out of places really quickly. She has no desire to stick around. So I don't want her movement to be too impeded either. So I tried to do function into her design a bit. So I'm just trying to get these blocked in, and then I'll play with colors. Because colors. Pretty much. Not gonna lie, pretty much. Yeah, and she doesn't care to really go shopping, even if she did have a lot of money. What she does get, she takes care of. So she also likes for her stuff to last, hence all the leather, because when you take care of leather, it lasts a lifetime. Um, but yeah, definitely had to tone the bling down a bit. Like, there was a lot of really, really cool stuff that I'm like, oh my god, I love it and I want to do it, but I can't do it for her. Yeah. Maybe as she develops as a character, I'll add on, or when she goes to fancy places. But until then, I just gotta grin and bear it. Besides, I have lots of other characters I can be fabulous with. Just saying. But your Skippies are gonna be fabulous. They have countesses and counts and a whole bunch of aristocrats. And there's also going to be, of course, all the rulers of each of the cultures in this story. And they're noble people. The soldiers are also going to be very blinged out. And I'm going to have to do 3 different kinds of military. Not just in the one world, in every world is going to have their main military. So I'm definitely going to have a lot of room to play. But I can't say too much without spoilers. Damn those spoilers. It's too bright. Yeah, and I definitely wanted to do this project extra too because it's been a while since I worked on them. At least a month, and it's been killing me. I'm like, no, I need to work on it way more often. So I jumped at the opportunity to work on it. Okay, that's good enough. Oh, and you do her hood. Dur. Yes, and she has a hood because she has a broken horn, and she was bullied a lot as a kid for that broken horn. Growing up, she was feared because the horn never grew back. And in this world, whatever horn or extra appendages tend to grow back. And so for hers to not grow back, they're like, "You're cursed! Stay away from me." Another reason for her not wanting to draw attention. So she'll wear her hood, so at the very least she doesn't attract that sort of attention. So it kind of hides that part of her. Okay. You know what? Let me do the straps on the boots different real quick. Okay. I'm just trying to do these different in case I want to change the colors of the straps in any of these. Bum. Yeah, and the other thing that's really going to stand out about her clothing and any of the overworlders really is that they wear, antique clothing and stuff. Since it's full of dead people. Now, there are the species like she's a demon. She didn't have a human life. But where's I going with this? Oh yeah, but Earth is set, in I think I said 2437. So a couple hundred years from now. So living Earthlings are gonna have futuristic clothing, which makes these people stand out. And so, like, a lot of the aristocrats, no, aristocrats, um, are, they're gonna rock, the Victorian era and whatnot. Because I don't care about Earth. I can do whatever I want. So she's gonna be a little out of place when she goes to Earth. Dang it, that was a spoiler. Anyway. Merry Christmas! Spoiling my own thing. Okay. Alright. Good enough. Everything's done. Good. Okay. So, let me duplicate this layer. Oh, actually, you know what? Oh, whatever, I'm not gonna worry about aligning it. There we go. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's make her pants blue. Or her shorts, rather. No! Wait a second. It's one of these buttons. No! Yeah. It was one of the buttons. Okay. Honestly, I don't mind the gray tank top for her. Wait, behind. Oh, you know what, that works. You rock it, girl. Okay, let's do brown. Let's do some brown leather. I don't like brown leather, personally, but I'll do some brown leather. Ho! From there. her leg is not. There we go. Go darker. Okay, let's try light. And let's try dark. Definitely like to go darker. I will wait for the sun to make. Let's give her black horns for the hell of it. And I'm gonna change her lip tint. Okay, those can't be black. That is bothering me. There we go. Oops, I did it again. Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to blow yours out. Let's give her black tank top this time. And we're gonna give her dark muted horns. Let's go souped up. Okay, that works. Actually, that doesn't quite work. There we go. Oops. Wait for the sun to make and make her straps brown. And let's make her bag. Oh, not quite dark. Okay, I definitely like the darker pants. So let's shuffle all these guys over. So I'm gonna do one more. Ew! Where are you? Oh. How do I turn you off? There we go. Ah, you guys need to scoot over a little bit more. Just a little bit more. I'm gonna do this number. Okay. So yeah, I definitely like the dark denim. You know what? How's your boots look with that? Dude! Ah! For one. You look sick. I'm gonna change you. Why? Because I can. I will. Probably not gonna use it, but that's fine. God dang it. There we go. Okay. I like the lighter shirt too. Come on, let's do a dark gray. I don't know, Trevor. You can definitely pitch in your thoughts here. I like the lighter horns. I'll do the. Even though she's supposed to be demon, I like the lighter horns. Oh, you know what? I want to see her with red lipstick. Oh, gosh, dang it! Oh, there we go. You like the brown one? Oh, I didn't play with her hair. I just kept her hair brown like a turd. God dang it! That's not my promise. Let's do. I gotta say I'm not a fan of her in light hair. But let's tone it up a notch. Let's see how she looks as a redhead. I mean, like, I can honestly see the brown jacket working if we didn't want to portray her, if we wanted to portray her with more confidence. Um, yeah, we did it, but so sorry. But you know, like if she had more confidence, you know, she had more choice in her life in general. You know, but we want to portray her like she wants to be a part of the shadows. So let me go ahead and darken the jacket a bit. See how it looks just slightly darker. Do you know what? I'm gonna turn the hood black too. Oh, oh, that didn't look horrible. Didn't look horrible. But there we go. That works. Just a little bit. Let me do the straps too. Ah. Oh. Oh, Trevor. Oh. we can do for her? Come on. Here we go. Here we go. Give her tights. Too dark. I like that color, so I want to put that over here. So if it was just regular... Oh no! Now, let's... just to see what pattern looks like on her legs. I know how to do even lines, right? Just need to see her walk down the road only once. Okay. Let me see her with a different skin tone. Yeah. You know what? Yeah. Yeah, what do you think about the fishnets? True. Ugh. I'm still really feeling number 4 also because that's the one I'm adjusting and not just playing with. Because that also feels like her taste. You know what I mean? I'll sit on it. I will sit on it and ooh, right on time too. So I'm hoping tomorrow afternoon I'll be able to get back on, like I start this at 7 p.m. Mountain. I'm thinking I might even be able to get on around 2 or 3. I have to work in the morning, but we'll see how long that takes. And so I'll sleep on this for sure. I mean, like, I am liking the black jacket, but I'm honestly seeing that for a different character. Like, I'm seeing that fit for a different character. That's not necessarily like, oh, just, just like an extra. It's like, no, I have a character developed that would probably be perfect for. Yeah, I'll sleep on it. For sure. Well, thanks for hanging out with me, Trevor. And yeah, I will continue this tomorrow. Actually, what I'm going to do is when I decide what colors I want to do, I'm going to do the base sketch, so then that way, come the stream, I can hit the ground rolling with the painting. But, yeah! So definitely keep me updated on stuff. And have a good night, Trevor. And people out there.